Good morning, Instagram. Willie The BAM Johnson from the Warriors Mindset, Social Entrepreneurship. Yes, rocking my wife's shirt as she's fighting through her cancer during these times. I don't need to say what we're fighting through because everybody's saying it all over the internet, but we want to stay focused on what we have to do throughout this process, and that's to stay positive. One of the things I just wanted to talk about today, I know we all are doing these videos, posting classes online and so forth. And it's just funny because this is something that we've been working on for the last 5 to 7 years. It's been a while. Champ Nichols, Damon John, speaking manager. I remember when we were doing the Point MMA program on Shark Tank, and we were showing him some stuff, and he said, but BAM, this is a great idea, but how can they get the BAM on the beach? How can they get the BAM in their house? Well, based on circumstances, anybody that runs a business or just anybody that got a skill set, that's what we got to be able to do. But I wasn't even just so much thinking about it for my school. I was thinking about it more or less just, for anybody to be able to offer, these services or training these services or coach these services, not just as a storefront business, but as a side hustle, just as an athlete, as a parent, as a coach, whoever. So, a couple of things I just know, because I've been doing this for the longest time, and I love doing movies. I wrote movies, did TV, did mixtapes, did books, still working on things. The key thing is that we got to remember interaction with a class or a student. It's a story. It's like, it's a story. That's what it is. It's a stage play. It's a live stage play, which is the hardest ones to do. It's easy to act on the camera. It's easy to act for the TV set, especially if it's not a live set, because you can always edit and cut it out. But when you are engaged, those mistakes, it's like doing a kata. They got to be able to flow into successes where people don't even realize that they're mistakes. And that takes a lot. When I wanted to get into acting and doing all my stuff, before the WMAC Masters and stuff, I would stand up in the mirror and I would just practice what I had to do. Because now it's not even about the kicks or the punches. What it's about is truly engagement. It's like with a good stage play, I remember seeing Tyler Perry, man. Come on, I'm gonna talk about the gospel play that I had a chance to see. With so many great gospel artists at that time, and Kurt Franklin, that's who it was. And we left. Me and my wife, we were in tears, man, because they moved us. They told us a story. And that's what a class got to be. You got to be an actor, man. The beginning of that show got to be powerful. So the beginning of that presentation got to be powerful. You got to be conscious of what energies and synergies are you trying to get across? Is your dress representing something? Because you just can't dress whatever you want to dress. I mean, what message are you trying to send across through the clothing? The backdrop, what message are you trying to be gritty? Are you trying to be enlightening? Are you trying to be family friendly? Are you trying to be positive? All that's a part of your props. All that stuff's a part of your performance. Anything about doing contests and weapons, and even when you look at UFC, it always got to be a presentation. So the beginning of that story is what's going to engage them. You got less than 5 seconds. I say less than a second to engage them. So you got to want them to go along on this journey. The middle part of that journey, you got to make them feel a part. Like, oh man, they interacting. You giving high fives. You giving smiles. You cracking little jokes. You doing some little rhythmic twists. You might break out a dance move. You do something that's still based upon a rhythmic flow. It can't be corny. It got to be all rhythmic. You got to figure out that lessons you're trying to get across. How do you simplify it in that middle part of the thing that's going on? So when they get huffing and puffing, you can hit them with something subliminal, and we call it edutainment. That comes from KRS-One. Don't nobody be stealing that. It's KRS-One or Boogie Down Productions, rap. That's right. So, in that process of edutaining them, man, you got to be able to hit them with something subliminal. And then you go back to ending that thing, ending that show where you bringing them home. You let them know why you did the beginning, why you did the middle. And now you want them to end whoa, oh my God, it's fun and exciting. You don't want them to leave with something stressful, too complicated. They got to walk away feeling miserable. You want them to end that thing pass out on the floor with a smile, feel so happy, or just sit down and say, man, little sweat. I believe that if you ain't making them sweat, you gotta let them know. If it's some type of class where you just like trying to like get them calm and settle, but if you trying to like work them in, you got to get some sweat pouring. You got to get something going where they just feel like they done burned some calories. They just, because motion creates non-thoughts. You can't give them a chance to think about themselves. They got to just be in tune to what's going on. And when it's all over, you end with a nice life lesson. A life lesson that to me is relatable to something that represents who I am as a person. At this time of need, I got to be able to relate to people's struggle with my own authentic truth. It can't be no falsely, sales pitchy type of stuff. It got to be you. Because when they're thinking about something, they got to think about you. They got to know that you got to be the person that they are believing in, they're seeking guidance in, and whenever they feel a little bit lost, they can come to you and they can be open with. So, and you want to be open. You don't want to sell no fake. So I think, to me, I know it's a lot, but that's a good class, man. No telling. If you got, for me, I have a class. I have a handbook that has all of my curriculum of what I need to teach people, and that's business anything. You got a manual. But then I have weekly, I always write out a daily agenda on what I'm going to do to get that lesson across. For example, in our school, the first week of the month is online basics in kata. The second week of the month is moving basics and sparring. The third week of the month is kicks and self-defense. The last week of the month is defensive drills and getting prepped for testing. Offense, because most people forgot what offensive techniques are. They don't even know what they are. They just do them. Kicks, got to break it down because I mean, moving basics. People don't even understand how you got to, footwork is the key to everything. And then they don't understand. People don't kick right anymore. So you want to have a category for kicks, sweeps, all that stuff, and then of course defensive drills. So those are the things we try to do to keep it going. Then on other days, we have a little creative muscle memory type thing. I take it from Master Ernie. He say on his Friday workouts, he always do muscle memory. So have a good class. Tell a story. It's like a movie, man. Get your acting skills ready. Be a public speaker. Be all those things wrapped up into one. And I guarantee you're going to have a great success and people going to follow you. But tell your story. Tell your truth. That's business. I'm out. See you.